Yes.
Is the affirmative team?
Yes.
Allowed to speak. Hello, my name is Sean Lysite, and I stand against the resolution civil disobedience is morally justified in a democracy. Observation 1, definitions. I reject the affirmative team's definitions. Definition 1, lawful protest. Lawful protest means expressing disagreement with laws, policies, or government actions while staying completely within legal boundaries. GovFacts.org. Definition 2, civil disobedience. Civil disobedience involves deliberately breaking specific laws as a form of protest. This isn't random law breaking or criminal behavior. Civil disobedience is calculated, principled violation of law intended to highlight injustice and spark change. Also from GovFacts.org. Definition 3, law. Law is a binding custom or practice of a community, from www.merriam-webster.com. Definition 4, justice. Justice is the process or result of using laws to fairly judge cases, redress wrongs, and punish crimes, also from Merriam-Webster. Definition 5, democracy. Democracy literally means ruled by the people. The term is derived from the Greek demokratika, which is coined from demos, people, and kratos, rule, from Britannica.com. Using the specific wording of the resolution says civil disobedience is morally justified in a democracy. What the affirmative said was a democracy is actually a democratic republic, where we as people vote for people who vote for things. A pure democracy, which is an actual democracy, is in a pure democracy, laws are simply made by voting majority, as in everyone votes on everything. Also from Merriam-Webster.com. Definition 7 is morality, the moral beliefs and practices of culture, community, or religion, or a code of system or morale, rules, principles, or values, from Britannica.com. Definition 8, moral. Moral means to be conforming to standard of behavior that is considered right and good by most people. From these two definitions, I draw the logical conclusion that when making a decision that affects people's lives, the best moral decision is the choice that changes the most people's lives for the better. One more. Definition 9, revolution. Revolution is a change in the way the country is governed, usually to a different political system and often using violence or war. From dictionarycambridge.org. Observation 2, value. In the lieu of my opponent's value, the value I propose is justice. Criterion. Using justice is preserved through the lack of civil disobedience. Observation 4, contentions. Contention 1. Upholding justice in a democracy is very important. It is so necessary because in a pure or direct democracy, law is made and defended by the majority of a country's population. Thus, if a system of law is made the majority, and that majority is also responsible for the definition of morality, as previously determined in definitions, the laws and morals of a nation synchronize and become basically the same thing, as long as the nation is a democracy, a pure democracy. By taking part in civil disobedience and intentionally breaking the law, a person also breaks the nation's moral code. Instead of resorting to disobedience, a distressed person should find a proper way to protest and make their opinion known to the public. By doing this, they would not only avoid breaking the law, but they would also avoid breaking the nation's moral code. Second contention. Responses. Moving on to responses. The affirmative team said the majority is often wrong. She also uses, for most of her things, examples from the United States of America. I would like to remind you that all examples from the United States of America are invalid for this specific debate, because the debate is civil disobedience morally justified in a democracy, not a democratic republic. They are two very different systems, and they work in different ways. So any examples from the United States, whether it be the military or our public system or slavery or any of that kind of thing, cannot be used because they are not in purview to the debate. Returning to the majority is often wrong. While this may be true in some situations, she has failed to define the proper morality. She says that morality is defined for each individual person, but morality should be held to a higher level of responsibility, such as what everyone agrees is the highest morality. So like if we all said Christianity was the highest morality, then we would all use morality, Christian morality as well. 1 minute, okay, thank you. Moving on to, which one was it? In conclusion, I beseech you to remember that the civil disobedience is a democracy. Civil disobedience in a democracy is not morally justified, for in its very nature, it is fundamentally opposed to the value of justice. I stand ready for cross-examination.